As the dust settles from the General Assembly session, one controversial piece of legislation made the final cut that could expand options for school choice in the Commonwealth. Bodie Brooks is here to break down what's next for charter schools.
Marvin, it's likely it won't be until next year before Kentucky sees any charter schools open their doors. Among the reasons, the time it will take to build a staff, move into a building, but more importantly, a lengthy application process.
These are public schools. These are not private schools. These are not religious schools.
It's been 5 years since charter schools were allowed to come to Kentucky. However, not a single one has opened.
House Bill 9 finishes the job in terms of the legislation and creates a funding mechanism for these innovative public schools.
The concept has been met with controversy because of the funding they could pull away from traditional public schools in a district and a lack of regulation.
They have to abide by many of the same rules that traditional public schools do. However, they are free from some of the regulations that we feel hinder teachers and administrators from really being innovative and creative.
Jim Waters of the Bluegrass Institute says the law creates a rigorous application process for charters to open in a district. A common criticism is the number that close within a few years of opening.
There are some that don't do a good job, and guess what? We want them to close. We don't want those schools to stay open. We didn't do all of this to create more failing schools.
Waters says charters have a record of closing achievement gaps in urban areas.
Jefferson County gets a lot of the attention, but our recent research shows that in Fayette County, there are even some wider gaps between Black and white students in the key academic areas. Only 35% are reading at proficient levels. And when you look at Black students, that's down around 14%. That's not acceptable.
Now, the constitutionality of the law has also been questioned. The Network for Public Education plans to file a lawsuit against the bill. Waters believes it will be a difficult case to make with charters now in 43 other states. But the courts could have a problem with the bill's mandate to open 2 pilot schools in the state. Waters says he doesn't think there would be motivation to open more charter schools without the pilot program. Marvin, Imani?